Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our Open Doors workshop in partnership with LinkedIn. My name is Lydia. I'm a program manager of Open Door Initiative. Today, our amazing speaker, Raisa Muscat and Michelle Foley, will present information about maximizing your premium license, which you have already got. Before we start, I would like to remind everyone that this session is being recorded and we will share the recording with those who registered. If you would like to ask a question, you can use a chat box or a raise hand function. A speaker can decide to answer your question as they come in or later after the presentation when we will have time for questions. Also, you have the opportunity to use a live captions. For using this function, you need to use button 3 dots in the top of the screen, and after that, to choose language and speech and choose turn on live caption function. The short agenda for today, it will be from 10 to 10:45 there will be webinar. From 10:45 to 11 we will have a break, and after 11, so from 11 to 11:30 there will be breakout rooms with experts. So you need to join these rooms with the links which I have already shared with you via emails. This is the last sentence. So if everything is clear, I will hand it over to Raisa Muscat, the Principal Customer Success Manager in LinkedIn. So, Rai, the floor is yours.
Great. Thank you. Good to have everyone on the call today. And for today, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through LinkedIn Premium and how you can use it to help boost your career. So we'll talk through some features and some functionalities that it has that can help you optimize your profile. And then at the end, Michelle will talk through ways that you can use it to boost your search when it comes to looking for jobs on LinkedIn. So as we go through this, if there's any questions, you can throw it in the chat. We will have a Q&A post session. So what we're going to do is we're going to, at around 10:30-ish, hop into a live demo. And during that time, as we go through, if you have questions, that will be the part where you can, ask them out loud or throw them into the chat. So we can make it a little bit more engaging and dynamic. Does that sound good to everyone? Perfect. And I see Lydia put the agenda right in the chat, so very clear. Well, great. Well, excited to walk you through some of the features or the features of Premium. And I think the first thing is that it's always good to talk a little bit about why LinkedIn. So before we hop into the actual Premium features, I'll walk you through a bit of what's happening on LinkedIn overall. So on LinkedIn, it is the world's largest networking platform. We currently have 1 billion members on our platform. And as you can see from the slide, we have a variety of members on LinkedIn. So from 200 countries, there's a lot of members or readers on LinkedIn that are manager level or higher. And the biggest thing is that employers use LinkedIn during the hiring process. So at LinkedIn, there's tools that recruiters can use to actually find talent such as yourself. So as we go through these premium best practices, it's kind of going to be like a little bit of a hack of like, hey, when you're on LinkedIn and the best way to kind of promote yourself is trying to make sure that you're putting in information in your profile that's going to help you be more searchable when it comes to the recruiters that are looking for certain talent on LinkedIn. A few quick facts on LinkedIn is every minute on LinkedIn, there are 7 hires made, 1 million updates are viewed, and the biggest one is that 4,500 applications are submitted. And that's just every minute. So I think the point of this slide is just to highlight that this is a really active network. So it's important for you to also be active as well. And, again, we'll talk through some profile best practices and whatnot, but again, kind of that idea of sharing updates and being active because it is a living, breathing network. And there are millions of people that are engaging on it at any given moment. So with LinkedIn Premium, what we're going to talk about is essentially kind of some of the core premium features, how you can manage your professional brand and network, and then, of course, how you can look and apply to jobs. So when it comes to core premium features, the place that you can kind of get access to all of the premium features is on the premium page. So all of you have been given the unique link for 6 months free of premium. And when you activate that, you're going to see when you hover over your picture that there is a whole section that is dedicated to the premium features. And then when you click on that, it will bring you to this page that you can see up here. So I always say that, like, if you're ever lost and you're trying to leverage your premium features, this is the first place that you can go because it really lays out all the functionality that you have available to you. So a few of the, or many of the highlights that come with premium. The first one is that you can directly message anyone outside your network with InMail. So with your premium, you get 5 InMail credits per month, which means that you essentially have the ability to go ahead and message a recruiter that you might not be connected to, or maybe a manager at a company that you're interested in working at. And you'll be able to message them without having to directly connect with them because you have those in-mail messages. It just helps get you connected to someone and gives you a little bit more visibility to potentially start a conversation, and learn more about a company or a role that you're interested in. And when it talks about like an in-mail example, what we always recommend is compose a thoughtful and personalized message to explain to them why you're reaching out to them. Super important that you're looking at their LinkedIn profile to kind of understand their interests and also maybe understand a bit of their career trajectory at that certain company. And you can call that out within the message. The nice thing is that we now have AI message drafts available to you. So when you are drafting that message, if your language is your main language is in English on LinkedIn Recruiter, you can actually get AI assistance, and AI will help kind of give you some recommendations on how to draft that message. And what's going to happen is that, as you can see on the slide, when we're using AI, we're going to give you kind of some highlights and things that you could be calling out within that message based off of what we're seeing on their LinkedIn profile. So we're making it really easy for you to actually engage with these recruiters by just giving you that template. Again, I do recommend that when you do use the AI functionality, you add a little bit of your own flair. The AI is just kind of there to get you started, and then you can add your own element as well. And this is a really new functionality. I think we've only had this rolled out for the past few months. We are going to be releasing it to other languages. I know that we are slowly ramping it to Spanish, Italian, and I want to say French. And then I think we're going to be slowly launching it to additional languages as the year progresses. From there, the other fun thing that you can do is you can see who's viewed your profile. So you'll have that functionality available to you. And the reason why this is an important part of premium, because it can suggest that they might be interested in you from a professional experience. And then you can actually go ahead and connect with them or send them a note as well. And then with your premium career subscription, you can access your profile viewers for the past 90 days. So you can get that information. You also can set it up where people can see if you viewed their profile. And I know that sometimes people can get a little bit weird about that, being like, oh, I don't want people to know that I looked at their profile. But I don't think it hurts, because at the end of the day, like, especially if you're looking for a job, you're most likely looking at their profile to kind of understand their career, understand what they're doing at that certain company. And it will just show that you're doing your research. The other thing too is from that we have a feature called interesting viewers. So you basically, like, you can enable interesting viewers. So when someone views your profile, you can see, oh, who's actually someone that's interesting and maybe someone that I should take a look at or reach out to because they're kind of in line with what I'm looking for, or we have some commonalities as well. The other great feature, and this is a really exciting one, is that you get access to LinkedIn learning with your LinkedIn Premium membership. So essentially, you get access to 22,000 expert-led courses, and it can help you upskill and uplevel your own skills. So let's say you actually want to learn more about AI. I know that's something that I actually am trying to learn more, especially when it comes to prompting, for example. So you can actually go ahead and like take a course on that, but you have this all free and at your fingertips with LinkedIn Premium. And the nice thing is that when you do actually go ahead and take that course, you can then get certified and take it and basically highlight on that on your profile that you've taken that course, which also just reiterates that you have a certain skill set. And there's a mobile app as well where you can do LinkedIn Learning on a mobile app. And then with that too, like there's, as I said, there's so many different courses. You can get bite-sized content. You can do a longer course if you want. The nice thing too is that we also have an AI powered coaching. So essentially, within LinkedIn Learning, you can get a coach and you can say, hey, like this is what I'm interested in learning, and it will immediately bring up some courses that you can check out. So again, not only are we helping you write in-mails with AI, but we also are helping you up-level yourself and upskill yourself essentially by within LinkedIn Learning, where AI is also prevalent in that as well. Moving along, another functionality is the open profile. So it essentially means that anyone who has a LinkedIn account can message you and they're not going to be blocked because of network restrictions or whatnot. So essentially, it means that someone can send you a message and not be told, oh, you're not connected. You can't reach out to this individual, which is just nice for you because it means that you're more approachable and more reachable on LinkedIn, especially if it's a recruiter or maybe a manager at a certain company that wants to chat with you about a potential opportunity. And then with that too, not only do you have an open profile, but you also can let recruiters know that you're open to work. And this is super important because what it does is it allows for you to highlight to your recruiters that you are currently looking for new opportunities. And you can turn on the open to work button on your profile. On your picture, you can have a little logo that says that you're open to work. And then you can also talk a little bit more about what you're open to. And I think that this is super important to call out because, like I said at the beginning, where recruiters are using a tool to find talent like yourself on LinkedIn, they actually have a way to be pushed towards members that have this open to work button turned on. And a lot of them love checking out this filter within their tool because it means that it's going to bring them to talent that's warm and looking for a new opportunity. So when you have this button turned on, it also just helps you be quickly connected and quickly put in front of recruiters. Moving along, when you're setting up your profile, we now are going to have AI there to help you enhance your profile. So as you go ahead and start writing your bio, start adding in information, you're going to see the ability for AI to help write and start kind of get you started on writing those different parts of your profile. Um, and when you are enhancing your profile, what we do recommend is putting in a headline, and then also having your about section. So as you can see, like in the demo, um, you can go ahead and actually and have AI help you write that about section. And when you're looking at your headline as well, you can also talk a little bit about like what you're trying to do. And here you can see that AI is helping with that as well, where you can say, professional, a software engineer looking for a new opportunity, or sales executive, or whatever you're looking for, you can highlight that within your headline and AI will give some recommendations. Along with that, you can highlight important information at the top of your profile. So if there's certain previous work that you want to highlight, or articles that you've written, or things that kind of highlight success in your career, you can go ahead and you can feature that on your profile, and that will be one of the first things that a recruiter sees when they're looking at your profile. You can also create a custom button. So if you have your a website that you want to highlight, or if you want someone to book it, if you want to be able to like let someone quickly book an appointment with you, you can do that with a custom profile or a custom button, and it will appear on your profile at the top. And this just kind of shows a bit around where you could add the custom button and some of the reasons why you want to include the custom button. Another great thing is that you have unlimited search. So you can, you have full access to our whole network to search and find members on LinkedIn. You can search for new connections, and there's filters that you can use to filter down to the new connections. So you can look for people at certain companies. You can look at their location. Let's say you want to look for people who are at a certain company that are in engineering. You could do, let's say, LinkedIn Dublin engineer, and then that will bring you a search of members that fall into that category. And what we say is like when you're using these filters, think about how you can expand your network strategically. So, who should you reach out to on LinkedIn? Reach out to people that you have something in common with, who have a job or work at a company that you're interested in, or someone that you think might be able to help connect you to someone that can actually help you achieve your goals. So, if you know that someone is connected to someone at a company that you're interested in, you can ask for an introduction. So, definitely like when you're doing that search, you can think about different ways and different people that can um, help you more towards that career goal. And then again, like what I said at the beginning, it's kind of the same thing around what you would put in an email to a recruiter. That's what you would say as well when you're reaching out to someone after you've come across their profile. So who you are, how they can help you, and how that you came across their profile. I think the biggest thing is like keeping it direct, short, and sweet is always the best course of action. You can also browse profiles in private mode. Again, I mean, up to you on what you're comfortable with, but I think that if you're really looking at people's profiles and doing your research from a career perspective, it doesn't help for them to know that you're doing your research. It's LinkedIn. The number one activity on LinkedIn is viewing profiles, so that is expected. You're not going to be like looked down or frowned upon for viewing people's profiles. But if you are, and if it's more of a comfort level, you do have the ability to put it into private mode. So moving along, a few other tips before we hop over into the jobs bit. Um, you now have more insight into companies. So you have access to company insights where you're going to be able to look at data like company growth, new hire trends, total job openings. And this is great because it can just give you a quick kind of highlight around what's happening at any company that you're researching or potentially interested in working at. Um, Again, the company page is always a great place to start when it comes to doing research on a certain company. And also can be really helpful because usually what they're highlighting on the company page is what's also a top of mind for that company at the moment. So if you are about to go into an interview with a recruiter, always good to do your research, of course, and it's a necessity to do your research on the company before the interview. And the company page is a great place to get started to kind of understand some quick highlights around what's a priority for the company at the moment. And then the last thing is that you have the ability to also set an away message. So you can if let's say you're going on holiday, you're not going to be on LinkedIn, that's totally fine. Or you're, sick or whatever, you can set an away message and any recruiter will then automatically get it. So they'll understand why you have a delayed response if you don't get back to them immediately. But I know that we covered a lot. Any quick questions in the chat, or if not, we'll just plug along and then talk about, okay, great. Once you've updated your amazing profile, now it's time to actually put that to use and start finding and landing a job. So with that, I don't see any questions coming through. I'll pass it over to Michelle. And Michelle, I can just guide and you can just let me know when you want me to push forward.
Perfect. Thanks so
Unless
much.
if you have the ability, do you have the ability to push forward since I put it in the
Let me see if I can take control
Mhm.
now. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, perfect. I'll let you run it then.
That didn't affect the view or anything, whatever I did there, no?
I actually just expanded it a bit, so maybe it's better.
Okay. Great. Well, I'm really happy to join all of you guys this morning. So thanks to Ray. I think you've covered an awful lot in our premium features around your profile and some of the functionality. So now we're going to look at how to find a job and how to really utilize all of this, the premium, in order to help you find a job. So the first is really looking at growing your own brand, really looking at what you want to include regarding your skills, your experience, any awards, to really help to highlight, I guess, what it is that you're about and what kind of jobs that you're looking for. Here, we've spoken a lot around AI. So AI is something that, well, LinkedIn, but everybody really is starting to use now. So it's great that we have all of this functionality and all of this expertise now plugged within Premium. So you can really help to understand how to advance your job search and how to make the most out of all the different functions that we have. So you can really, as it says, unlock opportunities that you may not be aware of or you may not even considered. So here, this is all around unlocking opportunities. So how the AI experience will really look into and analyze your feed's post, reveal kind of different opportunities for you. It will basically do some of the hard work for you. So you can really, once you've got your profile where you want to be and you want to really focus on unlocking jobs, what it is that you want to find, then I absolutely recommend using all the additions that AI will give you. There's a question there, let me see that, sorry. Is AI only available within okay, Ray's getting back to that. Great. I would just stick to this. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, where we go to next. So again, rewriting your post with AI. So AI will help you to really, I guess, communicate in a strong way. It will help you to really improve. We all can always get help with improving how we're writing, posting. So this will really help you to get your point across, I guess, to get really what it is that you're looking for. So this is just a little quick demo. So what that is showing us is just really how within the premium features, you can use AI to support you along that journey. So here we have around transforming job searches into success stories. So it's about finding a particular job that's a good fit for you based on what it is that you're looking for, based on your own personal experience, what you can bring to the company. So with this, it will really help you to research roles, it goes as far as preparing for interviews. There's so much functionality within, specifically within the AI. So I think this really helps to make the most out of your profile, get the most out of your job search, and really helps to, I guess, build your confidence within this space. Here we have top applicant jobs as well. So we have, with more than 140 job applications every second on LinkedIn, I guess we recognize that there's challenges within the job search. And oftentimes you can spend hours looking for what it is that you really want. Whereas utilizing these top applicant jobs feature, you can select the kind of jobs that you're looking for and they will automatically be sent for your review. So you can highlight them within your own profile. You can also use it to stand out to recruiters around this job choice. So this will tell recruiters, okay, this person's really interested in these types of jobs. If they're advertising for a job, they want to see people who are really passionate about that, who are really want to consider that one of their goals, I guess. So it will take away some of the challenges, I guess. You can also see how you rank within the applicants insights feature. So this, again, it looks at all the applicants within the job search itself and really help you to understand where you fit within that. here again. So it's really helping you to understand the number of people who've applied for certain jobs, maybe the seniority, the education, the location, any different skills that they've had. It will help you maybe identify, okay, this role really is a fit for me. Maybe I need to, as Ray touched on earlier on with the LinkedIn Learning, maybe I can utilize that to improve on certain skills in order to support your job search for a particular role. And again, it will support creating a really strong CV or resume. So I think, majority of people now really look to your LinkedIn profile. I think it can be really, I guess, provide a little bit more than a traditional CV would. So, as we spoke about in the About section, it's really telling the person or the recruiter or the hiring manager who's looking at your profile, what is this person about? And I think, really creating this, I guess, a thoughtful resume specific to what it is to who you are and to what it is you're looking for is really going to help in your job search and help you to kind of stand out. Again, looking at really leveling up your resume, you can upload your own experience. You can really create, I guess, a unique profile based on who you are as a person, what it is that you're looking for, and what you can bring to the table of any new job. So here you can just see some of the features then that you can utilize using like keywords, job descriptions, specific experience. And I think one of the massive features with LinkedIn as regards to job search is all the interview preparation that you have. So you can go as far as to have mock interviews. It will help you to really look at the types of roles you're going for, the types of questions that may come up. Majority of interviews now are kind of competency based. So it's really around using examples in previous roles to showcase your ability to do a certain skill or a certain function within a role. And as I said, with the interview prep tools, this will help you. All of that will help you the kind of questions that maybe you should be thinking to ask a future employer within an interview. It will help you with mock interviews. And it's a whole load of like practice questions, different guides, and tips from experts, from hiring managers, from recruiters. So here again, around preparing for an interview, it gives you all the common kind of questions, which, as I said, will really pick up on the skills-based interview questions that you will come across. So when you want to really show, okay, this is how I perform at this skill. This is an example in a previous role to really showcase and I guess show to the employer what you're capable of, what you can bring. And all of these tools will really, really support that. You can really click and you can practice. You can do your mock interviews and get feedback. It's a fantastic tool. There you go. You can record a video, get feedback on that. And now we're pretty much right at time. Okay, that's pretty impressive. So we'll share some resources. I'll keep that for later. We can share them with you afterwards. And now we're going to do a demo. I will hand back to you, Ray. Stop sharing here.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and open my LinkedIn profile and can just kind of walk through a bit of the features in real time. Can everyone see my homepage?
We can.
Okay, perfect. So if you go hover over your photo, like I am, and click on Premium Features, it is going to bring you to all of the availability or all the features that you have available with Premium. So you'll quickly have like recommended for you. So it will go ahead and say, okay, great, let's see who's viewed your profile. So you can see who's viewed you. And then you'll get those past 90 days. You'll get interesting viewers. So maybe someone that could help you get a job. Let's see. Anyone? Okay, cool. There's some people that are going to be recommended to help me get a job. But you have all this available now within Premium, which is really cool to see. If I go back to the features, you'll be able to have that unlimited search. So this is where you're going to be able to go ahead and search people. So let's say I want to find someone who is actually actively hiring in Ireland. That is, let's see, let's look at some other filters that we could put in. Let's say like actively hiring for a sales development representative job. I could go ahead and hit, and oh, sorry, let's do sales development, and then let's maybe make it even more granular. And let's say we want them to be in technology or professional services. I can hit show results, and then it will bring, cool, 50 people that are actually looking for a job right now for sales development representatives that have indicated on their profile. So great. What you could do is you could maybe then go ahead and let's say Paula, for example, let's say I'm interested in Bentley and I'm interested in a sales development role. And I wanted to send her a quick message. So what I could do is I could go ahead and click message, and then it's going to bring me this message, and then I'll write it with AI. So I would love for AI to ask about Paula's time at Bentley's Systems. Perfect. Here we go. It did it for you. We can actually say, let's make it a little bit more casual because we're casual people. So we can go ahead and click casual, and then here we have an email message that you can use, or maybe you can add a little bit more around that if you want to add anything else. But you can see how easy it is for you to go ahead and quickly message someone based off of that initial search. And we know that Paula is looking for sales development representatives at the Times because she's indicating that she is within the hiring. We'll hop out of Paula and we'll go over to the LinkedIn Learning. So here you can see, I'm going to go to my LinkedIn account. Oh, now it's going to make me log in. Let's see. Perfect. So, hi, what would I like to learn today? Everything, but we have to take baby steps. So I could say, how can I continue to grow my career? And we'll see what's on my profile. So it's going to give me some recommendations on things that I can grow my career as a customer success manager. So here I'm getting promoted a video on the learn strategy for career success. And let's say I want to enhance my skills. So you can see, or my leadership skills. So you can see like, this is where it's super helpful to use learning because it can give you some recommendations on courses that you can take based off of what we see on your LinkedIn profile. Let's say you just want to do your own exploring. You can go over back to the homepage and we can search for learning content. So if you want to do generative AI, for example, there's a whole number of courses that you can use, and you can actually say, okay, I only have maybe 10 to 30 minutes for a course today. Let's find a quick one. Okay, great. Here's a 28-minute course on scaling AI or prompt engineering. So all of this is now available to you within Premium, and I highly recommend that you check some of these courses out because it's just like a really quick and easy way to upskill yourself. And then also it's something that you can highlight as well when you're talking to recruiters. If I hop over to search a company, we can get company insights. Great. Let's check out a company. We'll do LinkedIn because Michelle and I work there. But if we look at LinkedIn, maybe that didn't work as well. So perfect. So great. So if we look at LinkedIn, you can see the about section. You can see the overview, what we talk about, what's important to us. If you're interested in working at LinkedIn, you can click I'm interested. And now that's funny because I've just indicated I'm interested and I do work there, but they'll get the gist. But you can put that on, and that's also another way to be promoted to a recruiter. And then if I go over into insights, we can take a look at the total employee count. You can see what's the head count growth by function. So just some kind of like quick information and insights into the company. And you can do this for any company now with LinkedIn Premium. Hopping over here, there's additional things that you can check out. So you can do the enhanced profile. So I'll go over here and I'll great. It's telling me that I need to strengthen my headline. So let's see. So it's gonna, this is what it's telling me that I could potentially put in, or I could do another option. And then I could go ahead and save that if I want to. If I wanted to also enhance the about section, what would happen here is I could rewrite it with AI and click write with AI, and then it would give me some recommendations. So this is all available within your profile. You can use AI to help enhance your profile. Along with that, this is the custom button. So if I wanted to say, I wanted to add a button around, viewing my profile, I could click on that, and then I would I could hit save, and then it would go ahead and it would, you'd put in the URL for your profile, and then it would hit save. So it's just kind of some quick ways that you can use the custom button as well. But all that we kind of covered in those slides, this is kind of bringing it to life and showing how you can enhance your profile by using some of the premium features. If I go over into Post Writing Assistant, this is also a cool one where if you wanted to share a post on LinkedIn, which is always important because, as we said at the very beginning of the presentation, it's a very active network. So recruiters are online, employees of certain companies are online, anyone, like the members are online at any given time. And so it's good for you to push updates out and talk about, hey, you could say that you're looking for a job and would like a job in these areas. You can share an article that's really interesting to you, because that will just help you get more visibility within the network as well. And if you haven't posted a post before, you can start a post, and LinkedIn will help with AI, where you can type in your thoughts being like, I am looking for a customer success job. And then if I put in enough text, it will say, great, we'll rewrite it with AI. And then you can also say that we want to have anyone look at my post. So that will just get more visibility. So that's available to you as well within the premium features. Another thing that's interesting as well is from the going over kind of more into the job side of things, we can take a look at a job and we can see how I apply, how I stack up to that job. So here in premium, I'm going to see how you compare to other applicants. I can kind of get an idea of, am I a good fit for the role? I can hear some exclusive insights. You can actually ask like, hey, AI, am I a good fit for this job? And it will tell me yes or no. And give me kind of here, I'm a good fit because I'm a customer success manager. But let's say I wanted to actually tailor my resume to this job. It could go ahead and I could click tailor, and then you can actually upload your resume, and then AI will help enhance your resume. So like all really cool features, just all within the job, like taking a look at one job, all of a sudden premium is there to help you. And I almost kind of like would say, I don't know if anyone remembers Microsoft Word back in the day where there was like the little clippy paperclip at the bottom giving you recommendations. This is like Clippy on steroids. So you now have a little Clippy with you when it comes to your job search on LinkedIn to kind of give you some quick recommendations and do some of the work with you so you don't feel so alone when you're looking for that job. I know we have about 3 minutes left before we take our break. So wanted to just pause for a second to see if there's any questions or anything that wasn't covered in the slides that you wanted to know more about. If not, what I'll do is there's a few other things that you can do within the premium, prepare for an interview. So again, there's going to be interview prep where you can practice and get feedback like Michelle kind of walked through as well. So this is what it will look like when you're actually within the premium area. And then again, like if you go to your My Premium, it will give you and highlight all the features that you have available within premium. But I feel like we actually are really doing well with time today, Lydia. Time is in our favor.
Time management.
So if there's no more questions, we could go ahead and take the break, and then everyone can hop into their respective breakout room at 11?
Yeah, I just one more time remind. So every participant got from me the email with the link for breakout rooms with the experts. These sessions begins at 11 a.m. So what you need to do, just have some rest, and after that at 11, please join the links which was provided via emails. It was at the end of the letter. If there is no any questions about that, got it. Thank you, Artem. If that's all, if there is no any question, we can go for a break, and after that we will meet at 11 at breakout rooms. Is that clear for everyone? I hope so. Okay. I don't see any questions. So I suppose we will see each other at 11 a.m. Is it fine? Okay. So have some break, have a cup of coffee, enjoy your 15 minutes break. Okay.
Perfect. Bye,
See
everyone.
you.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Lydia. Bye, guys.